Hi everyone, I'm Claudia, international makeup artist. Welcome to my channel. As this was a very requested look on my Instagram, I decided to show you step by step how you can lift your eyes with the power of makeup, and also you have two lip options for this look. Before applying any type of makeup, you always want to make sure that your skin is very well cleansed and also balanced. This is why I'm always using a toner as the first step, and after that I'm going in with the moisturizer. This is the Magic Cream by Tilbury, and I'm just making sure I'm massaging it very well into the skin for a little spa moment. This is a very hydrating cream which is ideal for normal to dry skin. After that, the next step is moisturizing the eye area, and I'm using very gentle motions when applying the eye cream. The one that I'm using right now is by Bobbi and I like that it absorbs into the skin very fast. And next step, as usual, is moisturizing the lips. I'm applying Tilbury Rose Balm all over the lips, and after that I'm gonna start priming the skin using the mattifying primer only on the T-zone. If you watch my tutorials, you already know about my priming techniques. You can find this in almost all of my tutorials because I really like to make sure that the skin looks flawless. This one is the Blurring Primer by Mercier, and I'm just making sure I massage it very well around the nose area, between the brows and on the chin as well. Right now you see me applying the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation all over the face with this brush by Zoeva, which is amazing for applying foundation because I don't like a very thick layer of foundation. I always like to spread it very well. And as you can tell, the foundation shade that I chose, it's a tiny bit darker than her actual shade just because her body was way more tanned than her face, so I have to make sure that the face matches the body, the chest and the body area, so this is why I chose a darker shade. Right now I'm using a concealer around the eye area, and I'm also highlighting the under eye area a little bit, and also highlighting the sides of the nose for the contoured effect. I am very excited to introduce you to this collection by Anastasia Beverly Hills. She just launched these amazing cream bronzers, and as you can tell, I'm applying it for the lifting effect, going from the outer corner of the eye on the temples so that I can make sure that I create that lifting effect on the eye. I'm also applying it on her cheekbones and also on the chin as well as the hairline, and I'm blending it very well. It's so easy to blend and so easy to apply. Anybody can use this type of bronzers. I'm also contouring the nose in a very soft way using a smaller brush, and the chin and also the lips. I'm not necessarily contour as much as I'm just creating dimension on the skin. Right now I'm using the new amazing cream blush by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just love the texture of these blushes. They're so easy to use, and you can also use them on the lips, of course, if you want to. I'm applying the shade Peachy cream right now because I want that peachy, very summery effect on the skin, and I'm just blending the edges very well. And now, as you can tell, I'm using the highlighter. This is the shade Dripping in Gold, which I love. It's such a gorgeous shade for summer, and I'm applying it on tops of cheekbones, above the brow, on the nose bridge as well, because I always like to create that effect with the highlighter on the nose bridge, in between the brows especially, and on the tip of the nose. And I'm also applying a little bit on the cupid's bow, and after that I'm gonna also apply it in the inner corners of the eye to brighten the whole look. After I'm done with the cream products, I will just start setting the face on the T-zone because I want to keep the skin very fresh, and I love the effect that the cream products gave me. And I'm using the loose translucent setting powder by Anastasia Beverly Hills with a small brush just to make sure everything stays in place. Now for the lifting effect, I'm using the same cream bronzer, and I'm just applying it into the crease, and I'm connecting it with the bronzer that I already applied on the temples. And after that I'm gonna make sure everything is very well set using this eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm basically just setting the bronzer and also adding a little bit more dimension. And after adding some depth on the outer corners of the eyes, I'm gonna take the shade Orange Soda, and I'm gonna make sure that the transition is seamless, as this is very important when you apply makeup. You never want to be able to tell where a shadow starts and where it ends. Using this Bone shade right now, I'm making sure that the inner part of the eye is very well highlighted because I want to create that big eye effect and also the lifting effect. So this is what I'm doing right now. And after that I'm gonna grab the Brow Freeze, which is a key product for this look, because whenever you want to create a lifting effect on your eyes, you need to lift the brows as well. So this is why I'm brushing it through the brows, and I'm making sure that they stay in the shape that I want them to stay. And after that I'm just pressing them with the other side of the brush. And as you can tell, I didn't apply no shadow on the lower lash line because for this look, for this lifting look, I just want the eyes to be so lifted, so this is why I didn't add no dimension there at all. Right now I'm using the brow pen by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade Taupe, and I'm just creating a couple of hair strokes just where I feel like she needs it. She has beautiful brows, so to be honest I don't need that many hair strokes. Right now I decided I want to add a little bit more depth and create cat eye effect, so this is why I'm just applying a little bit of a darker shadow just on the outer part of the eyes, very close to the lash line, and I'm making sure that I apply it a little bit more thick on the outer part, and as I get to the inner part, it's just getting thinner and thinner. This is the first lip option that I'm going to show you today. This is a very natural lip. This is why I'm not even using a lip liner. I just used the powder bronzer with a very thin brush to make sure that I add a little bit of dimension, but you're not gonna be able to really tell after I'm gonna add the second product, which is gonna be the Peachy matte lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this shade because it matches the blush so well, and it has a lovely texture, and I'm blending it with the bronzer very well. And after that, I'm also going to apply a gloss on top because I want to make sure that the lips look very hydrated and plumped. And this is the first lip option, so if you like, you can keep it like this, but if you want to add a little bit more spice into this look, you can start by lining the lips with a lip liner. Right now I'm using the KKW Beauty, I think this is shade number 2. And after that, I'm just gonna clean the edges using the concealer, because for this bright lip look you want to make sure that the lips look flawless, so this is why I'm always cleaning them up with a tiny bit of concealer. And now I'm applying the beautiful lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a shade, this is literally the orange shade, it's a pure orange that I'm using straight from the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, which unfortunately is not available anymore, but I'm sure you can find a bright orange lip color. And to match the eyes a little bit with the lips, I used the Norvina palette, and I used a very beautiful pale orange shade just on the inner corners of the eyes. And this is the finished look. I hope you really enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I hope you learned some new tricks that you're gonna apply in your makeup routine. So please, if you recreate this look, don't forget to tag me on your Instagram so I can see your beautiful looks. Thank you so much for watching.